Hello twin flames and welcome to the Divine Masculine reading for Thursday. So today we're going to use the Spirit Messages Daily Guidance deck by the amazing Holland. So let's see what Spirit are guiding the masculines to do and what they are feeling inside their own spirit and in their own mind, because we've had this real sense of adventure coming through for the masculines where they're just so excited about the future and ready to take this leap. So here we go. First card out the deck, 2 cards. So the message is self-sabotage. Now, the masculines are working through this because they realise now that they've sabotaged their happiness in the past. You know, they have made mistakes. Even though mistakes are lessons that lead to blessings, they've done things the hard way. You know, they're putting the hand over their head as if to say, oh, what have I done? You know, they are thinking about their behaviour and questioning it. So they know that what they've done has probably been the longest way possible to get to union. But they've learned so much along the way. And when the masculines love and really love with a passion the way they love you, they get very afraid of losing that love or messing up that love or having you abandoning them and walking away from that love. So sometimes they sabotage it themselves, so in a way they don't get hurt. They hurt themselves so that you can't hurt them. But you are one. So when they hurt the self, you both hurt. And really, they're just pushing their happiness further away. So he's saying to you, I realise that I have hurt my own heart. And in the process, I've hurt you. And I'm sorry. And that's what the flowers are symbolising there. We've also got synchronicity. So there's so many synchronicities on this journey. And the masculines are seeing these constantly, especially the number sequences, things connected with you. They're being reminded of you everywhere they go because they're being guided to you. So today I feel that they're working through what they've done in the past and they're healing that. So when they come forward, they can release all that guilt and shame. And this is also a message for you, Divine Feminine, to release the past, to forgive the past, to heal it. Because when we do that, we can move forward with a fresh slate, you know, a new beginning, a fresh chapter. And that's what union is. When we come together in reunion, we clear all that up. And, you know, it goes a lot easier and smoother when we are just living in the now, being very playful, light-hearted, and not bringing the past up. So it's like he's saying to you, I realise the things I've done. I'm sorry for that. It was a learning curve for me. I know I sabotaged things. I know I pushed you away when all I really wanted to do was run towards you. And I'm dealing with the consequences of my actions because he's afraid of rejection. You know, he's afraid that you're not going to want him anymore because of the things he's done. And that's his own fear. So again, he's facing fears to move forward. Now, the masculines go in this kind of back and forth energy where, you know, 1 minute they are completely ready to make that move. And just as they're about to move forward, the ego comes in and brings up something else for healing. And it's a good thing because even though it may delay things slightly, everything is delayed with love. So it's better that we work through those feelings and emotions before he comes forward than come forward and then have those fears and go back into separation again. Or go back into those quiet times. So he's realising how he's sabotaged things. And he's understanding it more and more. And the synchronicities are showing him the way. He can't deny the love. You know, he's thinking about this and thinking, wow, even after all the things I've done, I still know I belong with this person. This person still shows me love. This person loves me. The door is still open for our connection. And that blows his mind because he thinks, wow, why do you want me? Why do you want me? And remember, this journey is a journey of growth. So you teach your twin and your twin teaches you. So you are teachers, but you're also students because you receive those lessons. So he is also, they give me fear, learning from his own fears. So he's also his own teacher, just like you're your own teacher. And we have to, in a way, reparent ourselves. We reparent the inner child. You know, the things we've done, the way we've behaved. We can reparent ourselves. So our higher self guides us And they're giving me a block in the throat there when we go into ego, when we struggle. And they just give me that need to swallow. So when it's scary. So the masculine's higher self right now and all their guides are giving them synchronicities and showing them the truth. And the higher self is guiding them to move past the ego and face their fears. So the message says, when you learn to get out of your own way, there will be no stopping you. And that's so true. Because the masculines are ready for adventure. They're ready for this new beginning. They're ready for change. But what's stopping them is their own fear. Most of the time, it's not others who prevent you from achieving your true goals. It's that inner voice that details those carefully woven plans. So, in the mind, they have that plan. But it's their own fear that can get in the way of that. So you may think it's the karmic partner stopping them, or their job, or the distance, or the age gap. But really, it's their own self. Because of their own fear. Can I be good enough for this person? Will I be what this person wants me to be? Am I enough? All the fear. So because he goes into that fear, he can sabotage things and say crazy things and do crazy things and act in crazy ways. But as a divine feminine, we do too. So it's about mutual respect and learning to overcome the ego. So from the feminine's perspective, we have to try and see past the pain, the painful times, the crazy, strange behaviour, and realise that they are doing the best they can too. And they sabotage not because they don't want to love you, because they're afraid of allowing that love in. Because what will the repercussions be? Then they feel vulnerable, like they've lost control. They lose themselves in you. And that's what he's afraid of. And that's why sometimes he won't look you in the eyes. And that's why I feel he's got his hand over his face there. Because he's like, oh, what have I done? But he's also, he needs to remove the clouded vision. And we've got synchronicity. It says, are you noticing the signs of synchronicity that the spirit world has been sending to you at this time? Now, this is really powerful because yesterday it came through big time that the masculines are communicating with you in so many ways, through music, signs, synchronicities, so that if he is sabotaging things and not moving forward yet, he is showing you in other ways, and the universe is reminding you that this love is true and this love is real. It says people and situations in your life are not just appearing by coincidence in reality. They're being guided to you from the spirit world to help you for a specific reason. So, he's got help, he's got support, he's got guidance, people around him, the shows he watches. Again, they give me that swallow. When he's struggling, he sees a sign maybe in a show, or he's scrolling through Facebook or YouTube or Instagram, and something comes up that gives him a sign about you. Doesn't necessarily need to be from you to be about you. And that's what he's saying to you. And they give me all this power. And when I'm connecting with his energy today, he feels very tired. So I feel he may have had a sleepless night or been tossing and turning. They're giving me like pain in the eyes and the need to release water from the eyes, which is tear energy. Tears are very cleansing, healing. Sometimes when we won't allow ourselves to cry, things happen to make that tear come out. We may go out in nature and look at the sky and the sun, and the sunlight brings those tears in. The sunlight creates the need to cry. That happens to me a lot, not because I need to cry, but when I go out in the sunlight, it can be very bright and it makes your eyes stream. It happens to me a lot. People have it with hay fever and things like that too. But that's also sometimes the way your light and your power makes your masculine feel. He looks at you and he's so in awe of you and blinded by your light, he just can cry because of the emotion and the feelings and the power that you make him feel. And he thinks, why am I walking away from the best thing that's ever happened to me? So he knows that. He understands that and he's aware of that. And the synchronicities and the signs and the symbols, the numbers, all remind him of that too. So if you think your twin's forgotten, you think again. He's just dealing with his own issues, how he sabotaged it. And when we experience masculine energy, and for any of you who've experienced that lately, it'll be very clear why these things happen. Because at the times you need your twin the most, you can push them away. This happens to me when I'm in masculine energy. It happens at, giving me again that lump in the throat. It happens at Christmas time. Something happened, it reminded me of my mum. I needed George, but I was pushing him away. And it's reckless behaviour. And the angels are reminding you that he knows what to do. He knows how to make it right. But right now, he's struggling to swallow certain things. So he may also be dealing with, they're giving me acid reflux. They're giving me GERD, which is like gastro issues connected with releasing fear. So the need to release things and take a deep breath and swallow and go forward fearlessly. So if you're feeling that today, if you're feeling the need to swallow, or you're getting a lump in the throat, or he knows he needs to express, and I feel this is really the need to apologise, to say sorry for everything he's done and the way he's behaved. And in spiritual truth, there's no apology needed because you are one. And when we ask, it is given, and the masculine asks energetically for your forgiveness. And I feel that's already done, whether it's in a dream that you're conscious of, or you aren't aware of. It's done on the 5D. But he also knows that for his own well-being, he has to get that off his chest, and that's very scary for the masculine. And they give me the trunk area, so again, the chest area, because all he wants to do in these moments is come to you and lay his head on your chest and feel the power of your love. So the synchronicities are reminding him of your connection. He's saying, wow, I can't believe I wasted all this time and sabotage things. I know now what I need to do. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.